squared plus 2ax. This is one of the equations of motion of a body traveling on a straight line. The velocity we are given, which is 500 meters per second, is the initial velocity. The velocity at which the body is traveling or is moving, which is equal to 500 meters per second. The final velocity will be equal to 0. By the time it comes to rest, then you have the final velocity to be equal to what? 0. So from this place now, you want to make A the summation of the formula. V squared is equal to u squared plus 2ax. So that u squared plus 2as is equal to v squared. So that 2as is equal to v squared minus u squared. Your A will be equal to v squared minus u squared, all divided by 2x. In this case, this is equal to 0 minus your u is 500 whole squared divided by 2 times x. The x here is the distance which we have been given in the question, and the distance is 0.25 meter. 0.25, as simple as that. So this is now our acceleration. So if we are to calculate the magnitude of the force now, it's going to be m, and the formula of the m, which is our mass, is 0.05. 0.05 times acceleration, which is equal to 500 squared, all divided by 2 times 0.25. Now what are we going to do about this? This is equal to 0.05, 500 times 500, all divided by 2 times 0.25. We are going to have 0.05 times 500, another 500. For that we are having 12,500. Then if you try to quickly calculate the numerator, you have 2 times 0.25 again, we are having 0.5. 0.25, 2 times 0.25, 0.5. So we are dividing 12,500 by 0.5, and 0.5 here is half. Is half. We have 1,2,100 divided by 0.5. We are having 2,000, 25,000, and that will be the acceleration in Newton. For question number 25, an object of mass 2 kg moves in a circle as a path of radius 0.5 meter with a speed of 1 meter per second. What is its angular velocity? This question is all about the motion of an object in a circular path. We call it a circular motion. To solve this question, we are given the mass of the body, the object rather. The mass is 2 kg, and we are also given the radius, 0.5 meter. We are given the speed, 1 meter. Well, they say what is the angular velocity? There is a formula that relates linear velocity or linear speed together with angular velocity, and this is what we are having. Okay, so in this case we are now looking for angular velocity. Make W, which is your angular velocity, inside of the formula, then you are going to have V over R. In this case we are given our V, which is our linear velocity, a value of 1. Then we are given the radius, which is 0.5. Okay, 0.5 is half. This is as simple as 1 divided by 1 over 2, which is 1 times 2 over 1, which is 2 rad per seconds. Rad per seconds. And that is the solution to question number 25. For question number 26, the question says a particle moves in a circular object of radius 0.02 meter. If the speed of the particle is 0.08 meter per second, calculate its frequency in cycle per second. This question is very interesting. Let's look at this question. We are given the radius. The radius is 0.02. The speed here is 0.8 in meter per second. Then we are told to calculate the frequency. We are still coming back from speed, which is linear speed, is equal to angular speed times the radius. But you recall, let's recall that angular speed sometimes is equal to 2 pi f. Yes, it's equal to 2 pi f. So substitute this back to this. 2 pi f half. Then we are looking for frequency. The frequency now will now be equal to v divided by, then once we have this, then we are going to have 2 pi half. This is what we are going to use to calculate our frequency. And this is equal to, for our phi, we have been given 0.88 divided by 2. The value for pi is 3.142, or let's make use of 22 over 7. 22 over 7 for pi. Then the radius has been given 0.02. Let's look at this. 0.88 times 7. This 7 have to move up. Then divided by, this is 44. 22 times 2 times 22 is 44 times 0.02. From here, we are going to calculate for 0.88 can be 88 times 10 raised to power minus 2 times 7. For 0.02, it becomes 2 times 10. If you shift it, 1, 2. Raised to power minus 2. This is what we are having now. You can take this, cancel this. This is 2. 2 times 7. 2 times 7 will give us 14. 10 times 10 raised to power minus 2. We are still going to have 2 times 10 raised to power minus 2. This cancel this. 7 hertz. The unit of frequency is what? Hertz. 7 hertz. Question number 27. A body moves with a constant speed of 3 meters per second along a circular path. If the angular speed of the body is 2.2 rad per second, what is the acceleration towards the center of the circle? The acceleration equal to omega square r, which is also equal to omega times the linear velocity. How do we get this one? Let me quickly explain. From phi is equal to omega r. The word omega I'm calling here, we also call it angular speed. but we also call it omega. Okay? This is linear speed, this is angular speed, also called omega. This is the radius or the amplitude. So from here now, this is the relationship between the linear speed and angular speed. It's okay? If you try to make our half the square of the formula, we are going to have V over omega. So from here now, A is equal to omega squared half, which is equal to omega squared. Substitute the value of half, V. So here and here, it will mean 1. It will mean 1W, then times V. That is, our acceleration can also be equal to this. That's what I'm trying to bring out. So the acceleration of a body in a circular path is either you have omega squared half or omega times linear speed. So what we want to do now is that we should calculate the acceleration according to the question we are having here. The question says we should calculate the acceleration towards the center of the circle. So in this case, it's going to be, we have been given the value for the angular speed, and the angular speed is 22.2. Put it there, 22.2 times. Then the linear speed has been given as 3 meters per second times 3. So what we are having here, if you are multiplying 2.2 times 3, you are going to have 6.6 meters per second squared. Question number 28. A force F is required to keep a 5 kilogram mass moving around a circle of radius 3.5 meter at a speed of 7 meters per second. What is the speed if the force is tripled? This is what we call a centripetal force. And the formula for centripetal force is equal to mv squared over half. Centripetal force is the force that is keeping a body undergoing in a circular motion, keeping it towards